On the 2nd of June 2010, my mother slumped and died. And not just that she slumped and died, all the efforts to save her life proved abortive. My mom was a lecturer and the headmistress heading a particular school at that point, and she slumped in the school where she was made the headmistress of that school, heading the school. Now, this whole thing happened in Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria. Then I was about 10, 11, and imagine our last child was a year and a month, or if I'm not mistaken, some few months, because she was still breastfeeding, okay? And being the oldest, I had no other choice. Than to carry my cross. Honestly, the devil is a liar. The death of my mom was the beginning of sorrows, pains, agony in my life and siblings, because imagine the girl of that age, 10, 11, and the rest of the siblings, how tender they were then, and how was I supposed to cope at that point in time? What should have been my fate? What should have been my outcome? Not just that she died untimely death, not just that she left us, we are left like sheep without shepherd. The most painful aspect of it, those that were supposed to stand by our side, those that were supposed to be there for us, they were all against us. It wasn't an easy journey, because honestly my world crumbled before my very eyes. I think I lost my memory, because that very day everything happened. I was in my own school, and as we usually do, after dismissal they will take us to where she will come to pick us, or I go to their own school and we retire to our house. But unlike that, before you know it, her people was already in Imo State. They were there, bam bam bam, they took us away. My mom was a very young and vibrant woman, health and hardy. She wasn't sick, she wasn't having any internal sickness, she wasn't passing through any pains, she wasn't going through anything. I could remember vividly well, she was full of life before we left that very day. And my mom, a very young and vibrant woman, imagine someone at the age of 33, 34. By then her mates, most of her mates were still single, but she was already married with how many kids? She has already given birth to the number of kids she wanted, just for her to start throwing them, and the cold hands of death took her away. Till date, I can't fathom, I can't just figure out the mystery or the history behind her death. Because how come she slumped? Instantly she was not revived, she was not saved, because before we could arrive to the scene of the incident, she was already cold. A lot of unanswered questions, a lot of untold mystery behind this whole thing. What actually killed Grace? What actually killed my mom? My mom was a very young and vibrant woman, health and hardy. I didn't get an opportunity to speak to her, to learn things from her. You know, it's very, very hurtful, it's very, very painful, having to live your life or the rest of your life without the guidance of your sweet mom. It's not really an easy ordeal. When everything happened, and honestly, my career, my future, my siblings, our education, everything was totally affected, because a lot happened in the quest to know what really killed her. In the quest, a lot of battles went down the lane, and along the line, when I found out that this whole stuff felt on my feet, everything felt on my head, it's actually on my head. This is my cross that I should carry. I had no other choice. Than to hold my God tightly, coming from a Christian home, I am a Christian. It wasn't that difficult for me to adapt to a new lifestyle. It wasn't that difficult for me to know what to do, how to pray, how to talk to God and all that, because I was already taught at a very tender age, and my mom made sure that all of us followed her footsteps. Okay, now when everything happened, it wasn't easy. I said to myself, at that very age, I didn't know what was going on when they took us away from our home, and it wasn't easy for us and my siblings. Not just that they were small, it wasn't easy. Okay, even though we lost one, but I thank God for the life so far. Honestly, my mom's departure impacted in me negatively, because I started feeling unwanted in the society. I started exempting myself from others. On every point in time you see me, I am alone. It's either I am weeping or I am somewhere else thinking and asking God why. It wasn't an easy journey growing up to this extent and grooming those kids. Before, I can't openly come out to talk to people about this whole event, about this whole situation without shedding a whole lot of tears. Honestly, because the pains, the vacuum it created in my heart is evergreen. Okay, I tried my possible best to make sure I get rid of it and move on with my life. Then it wasn't easy, but I thank God for my current life. I thank God for everything, for the total redemption and total healing, because I must say I am totally healed. Yes, I am a survivor, and living my life without my mom, it has not really been an easy one. It has not really been that rosy. It's never an easy one. Imagine I'm being left with how many children? We have 3 boys and 3 girls, and apart from the one that died, how was I supposed to cope with them? How was I supposed to train all of them at that minor age of mine? So, but I thank God, the whole thing, I thank God we have all grown. I'm here to share my story to others who are in the same situation, because I have met a lot of people, a lot of young ones who are going through same issue. It's not all about losing a loved one or your parents at a tender age. The worst situation is being healed. The negative side of it is always disastrous, because the healing process is very difficult. You get to live your life that way. Sometimes you feel that you are left behind, you are not wanted in the society, and you are not part of this world, or maybe you should join them. But that's not the solution. I am a survivor and I am a victim, and I know how I conquered my depression. I know how I conquered a lot of trials and challenges along the way. I know how I am able to be confident enough to talk to others about this whole thing, because this whole process, this whole situation wasn't an easy thing for me. That I am alive till this particular moment is by the grace of God, because I fought a lot of battles, I fought a lot of trials, I conquered a whole lot single-handedly, and with the help of God, my life today is a testimony, because I conquered it all. I am a warrior, and I am proud. I'm honestly proud of the woman I have become. I am actually proud of the person God has made me. Looking back at how everything was, looking back at how everything started, then, hey God, when they say there is light at the end of the tunnel, my own, I was seeing darkness at the end of that tunnel. I wasn't seeing any light. Okay, talking about how I am able to manage our situation, manage life, manage things, and also groom these children to this extent. It's not really an easy journey. It's not really an easy one. It has never been easy since then till now, but I thank God for life. I thank God for provisions. I thank God for people He used at every point in time. Okay, I thank God for that opportunity to see light at the end of it all. Okay, it wasn't easy. My siblings, I inculcated in them a whole lot of things. I made sure that dream children my mother always wanted to train, I made sure that vision did not die. Okay, all of us, none of us, all of us are all Christians, and not just Christians, they are very, very vibrant. Okay, I taught them a whole lot of things. I taught them devotion, I taught them prayers, I taught them that God is the only person who can never disappoint, because most times people promise and fail, and it hurts so much. Okay, because we don't even need any form of disappointment. God still came through for us. So if we are able to conquer, okay, if I'm able to come out here to talk to you, to motivate or inspire you, that means I believe you can do more. Okay, you can actually conquer yours. You can actually conquer your situation. You can actually conquer your pains. You can actually conquer your past. Okay, allow your present, allow the future to take control. All you have to do your best. Make sure you engage in things, engage yourself in things that are good. Join organizations. Okay, speak to people, tell people what you're passing through, what your challenges is, and make sure you are also close to God. It will help you a lot. Join Christian fellowship and all that. God did it for me, He can do it for you. You can't imagine what I went through. You can't even put yourself in my shoe because you can't wear it. I know what I passed through. I know what went down the line. I know a lot of sacrifice I made. I know a lot of situation I conquered. But in all these things, I never for once said I'm going to start messing around, because a time came when my close associates, my colleagues, were like, things are really tough to you and your siblings. You are beautiful, you are good, you have the stature, blah blah blah. Just go and stand on the road a night or so and you will be made. I said no. I already made vows to my God, my maker. If He will not save us, if He will not change things for us, so be it. So don't use your situation as an excuse to flirt around or to do things that will not benefit you, or things that you will regret in future. Okay, because you might be seeing the present, that's nothing, there is nothing in the present, but there is a lot in future. There is a lot you might not be seeing. God, in His infinite mercy, will not forsake you, will not abandon you, provided that you are steadfast, you are doing your best. You don't need to fold your hands. You can't fold your hands and sit at a place and doing nothing and expect manners to fall from heaven. No, you have to work hard, do your best, and then leave the rest to God. Leave the rest for Him to handle. At that point in time, yes, I don't expect you to be happy. I don't expect you to feel fulfilled, okay? But I expect you to know that point in time is not when to grieve, it's not when to regret anything, it's not when to start thinking of suicide. I know why I am emphasizing on this suicide, because a lot of people coming to my DM is always suicide. Please, yes, the country is hard. I know it's very, very hard, but don't think suicide is the only solution to your problem. Don't think suicide is taking your own life is the only solution to your crisis, to your situation. No, darling, it's not it, and it's never an option. Because once you take your own life, the situation will still be there. Once you take your life, the problem is not solved. Therefore, what's the essence of taking harmful decision against your own self? Okay, so what you have to do is to devise a means, is to draft out means to face your challenges and conquer it. Okay, and remove such mentality, mindset from you. Okay, your vision and aim should be how to become a better person, how to make something good out of your situation, how to be outstanding. How it might not really be easy for you, you might really be deprived a lot of things, but the future, I tell you, is greater than the present. Okay, so if there is one thing I could ask God for, it's just to bring back my mom. Okay, that is just it, because She was my best friend, my companion, my all in all. That daughter and mother relationship, that love was so concrete because she loved her children so much. She don't play with us, and I think that is the reason when she left us, and we find it difficult even till now to accept the fact that she is no more. You understand? So she's this one woman that can sacrifice anything. She can sacrifice anything to please anyone, to make everyone happy. Okay.